I'm sure there are parts of the Amazon River that are safe to swim in at times. But you do gotta watch out for these, the black caiman. It's the largest alligator on the planet. They're monsters. Oh, and you also gotta watch out for piranhas. There's just schools of these swimming around the Amazon. And the electric eel. You get shocked by one of these and you're not making it out of the water. I almost forgot. The green anaconda too. Nobody wants to run into a snake that can swallow them. Hey Dan, is that a bull shark? Yeah, that's a bull shark. There's bull sharks in the Amazon River too, so you gotta watch out for those. And then there's a bunch of venomous water snakes and frogs and spiders. No big deal. And if you get lucky and dodge all the creatures, then all you gotta worry about is this long list of waterborne diseases found in the river. As long as you avoid all of that, you're fine. I won't be swimming in the Amazon.
Oh, you went for it. Nice. There you go.
Whew, that shark might be in some serious trouble. That weird looking noodle it just bit into is known as a hagfish. But a lot of people also refer to them as slime eels, and I'll tell you why. When an animal bites into a hagfish, they're gonna get a mouthful of slime. Just like when an animal bites into an electric eel, it's their defense mechanism, and this slime is extremely sticky. The creature will start choking on the slime, and they can't get it out. That's why most creatures don't mess with hagfish.
His territory is the lakeshore.
Oh, you didn't know there was a bird that can eat you? Meet the terror bird. They're terrifying. It's basically a flightless, 10-foot tall carnivorous bird. They also have a razor-sharp beak, but that's just for shredding meat off of the bones of their prey. No big deal. And a running speed of about 60 miles an hour. It's getting up there with the cheetahs. An absolute apex predator from South America that pretty much feeds on anything smaller than it. But, luckily for you, they went extinct about 1 million years ago. Which was right around when humans sprouted up in the timeline. We just missed the terror bird. Whew! Talk about dodging a bullet. Let me introduce you to one of Mother Nature's worst pranks ever. It's called a slow loris, and it's a type of monkey. And they're so adorable. I mean, look at those eyes. I just want to hug it. But that's the trap. That's the prank. Because, you see, this is no normal monkey. This is the world's only venomous primate. But the way it works is weird. The venom is not in their mouth. They have a gland on the upper part of their arm that secretes venom. And when they feel threatened, they'll just lick the gland and insert a bite. Oh, it gets worse. Their venom causes severe necrosis, which basically means it begins to rot your flesh away. This adorable little thing contains a flesh-eating venom. But hey, at least you're not one of them. The #1 receiver for a venomous slow loris bite is other slow lorises. They don't like each other. And they're not aggressive, so you really have nothing to worry about unless you go up and touch one, which seems irresistible. Moral of the story, if you like the way you look, stay away from this little adorable monster. Let me tell you something. Orcas are the #1 predator in the entire ocean, besides nothing. They are the top of the food chain. They average 30 feet long and 22,000 pounds. They also swim 35 miles an hour. They can't even outrun it on a boat. They have incredible strength, like when they decide to launch seals into orbit. Poor seal. Don't get me started on the intelligence. They're known as the humans of the water. So that probably means this guy is donezo, right? Actually, wrong. As dominant as they may be, there's only been one report of an orca ever attacking a human in the wild, which was in 1970. And the person survived. They believe that the orca attacked them on accident thinking it was a seal. Orcas actually like humans, and it would be awesome if we can keep it that way. That is a very dangerous creature known as a Portuguese man-o-war. They look like a jellyfish, and that top little part is their flotation device. That's how they make it across the ocean. It's safe to touch. And then they have these long tentacles, which are not safe to touch. That's where the stingers are. A sting from one of these can cause some serious damage, intense pain, swelling, nausea, and in some cases even... But don't get it twisted. This is not a jellyfish. In fact, this is not even one creature. The man-o-war is actually a colony of creatures called zooids moving around as one unit. Some of them digest the food, some of them are for reproduction, they all do different things. In other words, this isn't just a terrifying creature, it's a whole bunch of terrifying creatures. Okay, so if you live in this part of the United States, this is for you. This is a cicada. They live in the ground, but there's a really rare phenomenon that happens every decade or two where trillions of them will come out of the ground and infest everything. Well, Guess what's gonna happen in 2024? The swarms of cicadas are coming back, but this time it's gonna be worse than ever. There are different broods of cicadas, different groups of cicadas that come up in different years. That's all represented by the different colors. But this year, we're getting 2 broods at the same time, the blue and the brown. This will be the first time in over 200 years that 2 cicada broods came out at the same time. I think the last time this happened was like 1810. So if you live in this area, it's gonna get crazy. We're literally talking trillions of cicadas, maybe tens of trillions of cicadas in a small compact area. It's gonna happen around the month of May, and they're gonna be here for 2 weeks. So if you don't like bugs, you might want to start planning your vacation. Or if you do like insects and you don't want to miss it, you could start planning your vacation here. But I doubt it.
I never tried this. This is incredibly dangerous, even for a professional, but I'm gonna show you guys exactly how this works.
That's basically nature's version of Russian roulette. This is the Glaucus atlanticus, also known as the blue dragon. And blue dragons love to eat Portuguese man-o-war, which are highly venomous, and this is where things get crazy. Whenever the blue dragon consumes a venomous creature, it can reconcentrate that creature's venom into its own sting. And their stingers are found in these appendages, kind of like a jellyfish. But what's even worse is they can increase the potency of the venom they consumed and deliver you a sting worse than the original creature. So the damage totally depends on what they've consumed. You could be fine, or you could be on a one-way trip to meeting your maker. In other words, this guy must be a professional gambler because he's gambling everything.
Look at this little one.
Why do you look so excited? Let me tell you something. The silverback gorilla is the final boss of all gorillas. They get up to 6 feet tall and 500 pounds. Oh, and scientists say that they can lift about 10 times their body weight. I'll let you do the math. If you were to put one on a bench press, they can bench about 4,000 pounds. Yes, they can bench your car. With you in it. Oh, and in case they decide to bite you instead, they have a 1,300-pound bite force. That's twice the bite force of the king of the jungle. That's enough to crush a bowling ball. Oh, and they have those canines too, so there's that. To top the whole thing off, this gorilla was with its children. That is a brave man. And as always, follow for more facts.